I'm going to preface this video is brought to you by the Tech Syndicate, which then broke up, which led to Wendell leaving and forming Level 1 Techs, me talking about how bullshit the situation was, becoming friends with Wendell, me pissing off Logan, Logan sicking his fans on me, the Tech Syndicate becomes Crit TV, and now Crit TV is the Tech Syndicate again, like nothing happened because it was sending too much traffic to my channel where people are figuring out Logan's a bit of an ass nugget. Fuck you, Gundam. I love Logan. You're a loser. You're a scumbag. You'll never be as cool as him or his beard. Alright, let's skip the annoying fucking 8-bit music. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of 8-bit music. Never was. You sit there and play on a fucking keyboard, but not a real one.
Thanks to Loot Gaming from Loot Crate. It's a monthly subscription service. The gaming crate right now is $26.95 a month.
Time for our product placement where we tell you to buy Loot Crates. Or whatever the fuck this garbage is. You're just jealous because they won't sponsor you. Wrong. I've got too much integrity for Loot Crate and Dollar Shave Club. I use Dollar Shave Club's razors and they fucking suck. Like, for real. They're not that good. You know, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just being real with you. I used those and those razors were done. I guess my man hairs were too much for those little razors.
So you've been around since Morrowind days.
Yep.
Start off, first question. What's your favorite Elder Scrolls game? Single player only?
I'm 100% sure if Pete Hines was around in Morrowind days, he didn't have shit to do with it.
Let's keep ESO out of this question.
They're all my favorite. That's like asking me which kid is my favorite kid. Like, they're all my babies. I put all my heart and soul into them, and they're all great.
Which one?
Oh, that, yeah. If every one of those Bethesda games are your kids, all your kids have fucking downs, Pete. I'm sorry. As many times as every Bethesda game is a bug-ridden fuckfest, God praise the modders for making it possible for me to play Bethesda games. Back when I was a console gamer, I didn't know any better. I thought Bethesda was the shit. But now, at this point in my life, you know, I have no respect for Bethesda anymore. Sorry.
When did you play the most?
I think every time one comes out, I play the most of that. So it was Morrowind, then Oblivion, then Skyrim. Skyrim for sure at this point.
Skyrim for sure. Okay, yeah, I think me too, if not Morrowind's probably my favorite. So, in Skyrim, do you play it heavily modded or not modded?
Not modded.
Not really, unmodded.
Really?
Just straight up, you don't like
Yeah.
go on?
Now, keep in mind, like most of my Skyrim playing I did back on the initial one, and I played on a console, so unmodded was the only way to go. Like, I didn't have a PC that was really good enough to do mods. I played...
There is a clear sign right there. Right there. Pete Hines doesn't give a fuck about mods or PC gaming. He's been working for Bethesda for years. You know he isn't making like $20,000 a year. All right, I can guarantee you Pete Hines is making high double digits or triple digit figures a year. And you're telling me this motherfucker doesn't have a PC for PC gaming. Why? Because it requires someone with some sort of mental faculty to mod Skyrim or any game at all. I mean, frankly, you have to have some semblance of intelligence, not trying to be an asshole, but for real. Like, if you start modding games and you keep destroying your game, you're doing something wrong. It takes patience, it takes know-how, the ability to read so you know not to cross certain mods of other ones, so certain scripts don't collide with other. You know what I mean. If you're watching my channel, you know how to mod a game.
Played Special Edition on PS4, but not a ton, and when I did, I played mostly unmodded.
All right, here's first argument.
That's because the mods on he played Skyrim Special Edition on PS4. If I had to choose between the PS4 version and the Xbox version, it would be the Xbox version because they were offered mods, right?
Question. So do you have another Elder Scrolls game in the works right now? Are you allowed to answer this?
At this point in my life, I don't give a shit if there's another Elder Scrolls game in the works because I know what they're going to do. They're going to fuck it up. I hope to God if they do another Elder Scrolls, they don't do what they did with Fallout 4. And for the love of God, fire your fucking head writer who did Fallout 4. I'm sorry. Elm Parvison or whatever his name is, let him do little quests. Every time I talk about him, people go, well, he did the Brotherhood quest. That's all good and dandy. One little quest. I could write you a good short story, but if you told me to write a whole fucking movie, the thing would bore you to tears. Well, there was this one good point in the movie for 5 minutes, but then the rest of it he just droned on about some shit that made no sense and hookers and blow.
I mean, as we've said before, we will make the Elder Scrolls 6, but there are 2 other major titles for that studio to make first, and so nobody's working on TED 6 right now. They're working on those other titles.
The other title they're supposedly working on, some people said it's debunked, others said it isn't because Target leaked it. Supposedly Bethesda's doing a Game of Thrones game. I don't know if it's true. I didn't look any deeper after it came out, and then they said it wasn't true, but Target leaked it. I just didn't care. Because 1, I don't care about Game of Thrones, and 2, I'm 100% sure Bethesda could not deliver a good story. I mean, let's be real here. The last good Bethesda game that's come out was Doom. Do you know why? There isn't much of a fucking story. The demons of hell have been unleashed, run around and shoot shit. Real hard.
You know what realm it's going to be set in? Can you tell us anything about that, or give us a clue maybe?
I can't say. I will not say anything about that game until we announce it.
What's your favorite race, Elder Scrolls universe?
Honestly, it changes. Like, I usually play the race from the world where each game is set.
My God. Fucking Logan. Talk about softball questions. Why don't you tickle his balls while you're at it too? I mean, God, you could have had a moment to be a real hard-hitting journalist. You could have did something to make yourself seem like a hero to people outside of your fan base. Nah, let's just kiss Pete Hines' ass and throw him some softball questions. Why don't I fucking interview Trump and ask him about his shoes he decided to pick today?
So in Morrowind, I played a Dark Elf. In Oblivion, I played an Imperial. And I don't tend to have one that's like, oh, I play that.
Variety of different races. I guess you kind of have to so you can get the feel of everything. You know?
Yeah, and I just like, whenever I play something, I sort of like to play as if I'm from the area where that's taking place. So I play a Nord in Skyrim because, well, that's where they're from. So I'll play a guy from that place.
All right, so we've got Skyrim VR
Seriously, Pete Hines has some dead fucking eyes.
showing off here.
Yep.
Got lots of other games. You guys got your hands in it.
Skyrim VR, from what I'm told, you don't actually move, you teleport to like where you're going. Like you have to look there and then you just magically appear there. Let's face it, VR hasn't gotten to the point where you could actually do some walking.
Everything right now.
Yep.
But go ahead and tell us what you want people to take away from this show here. Like, and we're going to go check out the VR.
Yeah, we have 9 games hands-on here, all of which are like either coming out this year or already out. So we have 3 VR titles, including Skyrim for PSVR. We have Skyrim Switch. We've got Wolfenstein 2 and Evil Within 2 and Quake Champions free to play.
I'm gonna be real with you, dude. I'm starting to hate Skyrim. I am. I used to love modding Skyrim. You can look at my fucking page on Steam and see I've plunked down at least 400 hours in Skyrim. But at this point, I'm so sick of Skyrim because they keep bringing it back out and putting it on shit. It's just more and more fucking Skyrim. Fuck Skyrim. We do something new.
Play and Elder Scrolls Legends free to play and Elder Scrolls Online and Dishonor. Like we have a ton of stuff going on, and we've
Quake Champions free to play. That's because the game isn't that good. I'm sorry, it isn't. Elder Scrolls Online. I was originally one of the first people picked to alpha test it and shit like that and beta test it. Dude, I swear to God, it sucked dick. It was so bad, I didn't even reply to Bethesda when they asked what I thought of the game. It was that bad. I should have just, because at that time I still wanted to be like a big YouTuber who was in, you know, I wanted to be a corporate shill. But now I realize I can't do it because I can't shut the fuck up. But yeah, I'm sure it's gotten better. But as far as online MMOs go, yeah, I'd rather play Final Fantasy XIV and pay them.
We have a game coming out this year that we haven't even told anybody about yet, so they can wait. It won't be so long. I'm not telling you.
Is it a new IP?
I'm not telling you.
We're gonna get out
It's a good try. It's a good try. I'm just not telling you.
All right, how can we trick him? Someone come up with something to write on a notebook, hold it up, and we'll see if we can get him to.
If it was me, Pete Hines would have walked away by now. But seriously, if it was me and he told me about the new game they haven't told anyone out that they're releasing yet, I would have said nobody really gives a shit. Because your credibility within the community of the people that matter, you know, we all have lost a great deal of respect for you and have no faith in you. Fallout 4 was atrocious. The story was bad. The only thing good was the gun mechanics, but that's what you focused on. You took an RPG and turned it into an action-adventure shooter. My opinions didn't matter. My actions didn't matter. Whatever I did in the world didn't fucking matter. Nothing. I couldn't talk my way out of a fight. I couldn't talk my way into someone's house. I couldn't do anything of value or interest. It was garbage. You put out a game so many people hope for and casualized it so much. I just can't, man. I can't. And now they're sitting here teasing a new game like anybody gives a shit. Especially in the wake of this modding disaster. These paid mods where you tap dance around the issue like some sort of cripple-ass Sammy Davis Jr. who was blind in both motherfucking eyes. Telling me, hey, it's not paid mods. Ba-doop, boop, boop. We take your money and we give you in-game credits and you use your credits to buy the mods. I mean, mini DLCs. I mean, well, they're not mods. They're more like mini DLCs, but they're not DLC. I mean, that's the stupidity of this shit. This motherfucker should have went to law school or something so they could at least teach him how to, I don't know, blow smoke up our ass with more... I can't even think of a word. I'm becoming so perturbed. Oh, God, I can't. It's like I watch this and I get angry because there's so much bullshit. There's so much circle jerking going on in this video. It's not even funny.
Slip up, you know, and give us some of this information. All right, how many more things are you guys gonna port Skyrim to? You got it on everything. Can we get it on like toasters soon or something?
I think we looked into toasters and it just didn't
You fucked up, Logan. You just gave him an idea.
have the GPU needed. We are still...
Watch this shit. All right, mark my words. Few years, Skyrim on your mobile phone.
going back and potentially looking at the microwave. But I can't say I can't say for sure.
I think id's got the original Doom running on like more things. See, I think that needs to be the goal. Like Skyrim needs to run on more things than the original Doom.
Skyrim should be on all the things to exist in all the places that people want to play Skyrim. Like, what's wrong with that?
That's the answer. You guys heard it right here. It's going to be on everything. You can get Skyrim on a camel.
Oh my God, the fact that Logan is as giddy as a schoolgirl next to Pete Hines as they share in a shitty joke, which isn't really funny. Because the sad fact of the matter is, they are whoring out Skyrim to the point of where you don't even want to play it if you did like it. I mean, there's nothing funny here. I'm not laughing because I know they'll do this. You'll have Skyrim on your iPhone in like 3 more fucking years, dude. I mean, if you don't believe me, look at Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Alright, that's on the mobile phone now. Give it a few years. You wait and see. And I want you to comment my videos, 5 years from now and go, Gundam called it. Skyrim on iPhone fucking 12.
You can get Skyrim on a camel soon. All right, let's talk about the whole mods. Can we get in?
I love Pete Hines' facial reaction just in when Logan said Skyrim on a camel. Like he was thinking of the possibility.
The controversy a little bit here. I'll try to be as fair as possible with you.
Whatever you want.
All right, so you got the mods coming out. A lot of people are really worried about what's going on with the whole creation studio and everything. What is Bethesda's overall goal with the future of modding?
We have
To make as much money as possible, you dipshit.
been supporting mods and making the mod community grow and be viable since 2002. And we are
Okay, that one I don't believe. They were helping the mod community grow and be viable. How? By continuously releasing broken ass motherfucking games that people just decided to fix? Alright, granted, they put out the creation kit, but didn't they let that out by mistake? Didn't they? Was it a mistake that the creation kit came out and then modders started using it and fixing the fucking game? And Bethesda kind of had like a moment of zen where they're like, oh, we didn't mean to put this out. Oh, wait, they're fixing stuff and making crap. Oh, well, whatever. I mean, better them to put out the patch than me. Let me count my money. Good work, community. We're supported them by letting them fix our shit. Have you seen the creation kit? Have you tried to use it? Most modders that make amazing shit make stuff outside of the creation kit. They barely use it. I tried to get into modding, and I remember thinking my computer was garbage at the time when I was messing with the creation kit. So then I upgraded my computer to the most expensive shit at the time, which was a 4790K, 980 Ti, everything a motherfucking water. The bitch was set to run. I turned on the creation kit like, now I'm gonna start running and making my own mods. I turned it on, and it still ran like shit. And I said to myself, why am I surprised? This came from Bethesda. So really, a mistake that they're now pretending they deliberately did.
going to continue to try and do new things. That's it. Like, we're going to
That's right there. We're gonna try to do new things. It's like I'm fucking dealing with Laganja Estranja here. Drag race, Laganja, and Do not tell me I forgot that drag queen's name, because I love that bitch Alyssa Edwards.
I was at the club, probably getting read by some queen or sissy, and I was like, girl, there it went.
That's his statement. So no matter what happens, one of their go-to buzzwords is we're trying new things. This is like misdirection. If he was a magician, he would have had you look in a different fucking area of the room while he switched around a ring or something. This is his go-to statement to try and make it seem like a noble cause. They're not deliberately fucking up. We're not really malicious by nature. We're just trying something new. It's kind of like when you're dating a girl, right? And you think it's going well, and then she turns around and says to you, we need a break. I'm just trying something new, okay? We just need a break. We're not broken up, we just need a break, which means she wants to date other people while your stupid ass sits here and waits for her. This is their we need a break, except it involves mods and you paying them.
Continue to try new stuff and see what works and see what doesn't. We tried paid mods, it didn't work.
We tried paid mods and it didn't work. So now we're gonna try paid mods by having people pay us for coins and then they buy the mods. That was their workaround. That was their brilliant scheme. They saw it didn't work and they just decided they were going to push again but make it slightly different. And it's still the same shit. They were under the guise that they thought we were stupid. That they think that most of us are nothing but walking wallets with the mental faculties of a small blind chipmunk named Gregory. And we don't know any better. But we do. We're fighting back. This is nothing more than a cash grab.
We know we're under attack! We know it! We're breaking the conditioning! We're coming for you, globalist! Coming for you!
Allowing people to pay for the mods and having it be that long and all the stuff that was integrated and all the problems, we said, okay, we're not going to do paid mods.
There's a lot of people out there who are really worried.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to hear that again. Forgive me.
We tried paid mods, it didn't work. Allowing people to pay for the mods and having it be that long and all the stuff that was integrated and all the problems, we said, okay, we're not going to do paid mods.
Oh my god.
Wait, what? Oh my god. You heard that, right? You can't look me in the face. I had to take a drink. Because they tried paid mods didn't work, and then he said we weren't going to do paid mods. But that's what we're doing right now. Instead of Logan being a fucking man and saying, Pete, what the fuck bullshit did you just try and pass me? I'll be dipped in shit and rolled in breadcrumbs if it didn't sound like you tried paid mods, it didn't work, so you're not doing paid mods right now. But people are paying real world money to have in-game currency or whatever the fuck bullshit you came up with, like it's goddamn Dick and Gregory's. No, that's not Dick and Dave and Buster's. That's what it is. This is Dave and Buster's of paid mods, featuring everybody's favorite douchebags, Pete Hines and Todd Howards. Hines and Howards, where you can have your mods and pay for them too. This is oh my god, I can't because this is bullshit.
There's a lot of people out there who are really worried that a lot of the mods are either going to go away from Nexus, or some of the people who work on like either the Nexus or on like, you know, on Steam or whatever, they're going to start working with you exclusively so they can make money. Now, do you think that this could change the way mods are in the future, and that some of the mod creators are going to start doing it just to make money?
The funny thing is, right here, Logan just heard Pete Hines tell him they weren't doing paid mods because paid mods failed. But obviously everything's going on right now in the Creation Club is paid mods. Instead of him holding this motherfucker's nuts to the fire, he just let him walk away. And then he asked a question that I guess some people have fears of. I have heard many people say numerous of times, and many people have contacted me saying this is the first step to destroying the Nexus. Currently, I don't think it's possible for Bethesda to destroy the Nexus right now, if ever. If they did, modding would go underground and it'd be the same old thing. You know, it'd be no big deal. It would still exist, but probably not in the halcyon days of now. The golden age may be ending, though. I'm pretty sure there are mod authors who want to work with them. But there are mod authors who have shared the details of the Creation Club, and it ain't exactly that great of a deal. In the sense of they keep all the money once it goes live. They'll give you your lump sum as a independent contractor. I know all about it. Google's made me one for years. And they keep everything after that. So if your mod blows up, you make money. If your mod doesn't blow up, you get ahead. But really, when you think about it, at the end, Bethesda will own your work, and I can guarantee you it will be in the next Fallout game. I mean, let's fucking face it. Bethesda took ideas from modders and put them in Fallout 4. Even the radio stations in Fallout 4, the songs that they used were songs people picked and put in radio stations for New Vegas and shit. So essentially, Bethesda is the master of just taking shit from modders. Even right now, with this new fucking mod, Bethesda survival bullshit, Skyrim survival, it's essentially Chesco's Frostfall mixed with I Need from Izuki? I don't know. Forgive me, I can't pronounce that name. They took these ideas from these modders and gave them no fucking credit. Just as when they took radio songs and ideas from modders and gave them no fucking credit. Bethesda doesn't give a fuck, alright? They are not your friends anymore. We have seen Bethesda take the turn towards money-hungry corporation. We can't sit here and give them the benefit of the doubt anymore. They're right here. How many times has Bethesda fucked up recently? And everybody's just like giving them the benefit of the doubt. No, Bethesda made a mistake with the Creation Club. No, dude, come on. You know, if someone gets drunk and then they drive and get a ticket, you know, you sit there and you go, well, you know, Bobby, he made a mistake. He'll probably never drink and drive again. He's learned from it. But if Bobby were to drink and drive repeatedly and get arrested, you go, Bobby's an asshole and a drunk. That's the case with Bethesda, in my personal opinion. I'm sensing a shift towards darker intentions under the guise of caring about modders and the community. Really, this is about making them money. The games themselves speak of it, okay? This, like, Fallout is their baby, whatever. Elder Scrolls is their baby, whatever. How come, if they are so passionate about these games and they say shit like, these are the games we'd want to play if we weren't making them, how come every element of the RPG in these games has been stripped away with each iteration? It has become more casualized and more easy. Why would a company make a game franchise beloved as an RPG casualized and easy? To make money. Mass market appeal. That does not mean they give a shit about you. They give enough of the shit to keep the same name in hopes that people who are longtime fans will buy it anyway and then later be disappointed and not bother getting a refund, while also hoping to hook all the new fucking revenue that they can get and have those people suck their ass for a while. Because frankly, that's the overall goal. Because new people don't have any idea. Ben summarized Fallout perfectly. Like, someone asked us about Fallout 4. They're like, they never played Fallout. And they're like, is Fallout 4 a good game? And I go, oh my God. And then Ben took over and Ben goes, Fallout 4 is a good game if you've never played any other Fallout game before. There you go. That's the best way to summarize Fallout 4. If you haven't played any other Fallout, Fallout 4 is great. If you've played any other Fallout, Fallout 4 is a steaming pile of bullshit that just works, according to these cocksmokers.
So they can make money. Now, do you think that this could change the way mods are in the future and that some of the mod creators are going to start doing it just to make money?
It doesn't seem to have been the case for many of the creators we're working with so far. They're like, there's stuff I want to pitch you guys that I want to do for that, and I still have mods that I want to do, and so...
The best ideas, I'm sure Bethesda would snap up.
I'm going to do both. Like, you have to understand, one of the reasons that this is not paid mods is when they're working for us, it's a job. Like, they're not getting paid only if the stuff sells. They're getting paid like an external contractor all along the way. So the risk is removed for them because they're getting paid and treated like a real external developer working alongside us. They want to go do mods in their free time, well, they still can, because this is a job and that's mods, and the two just aren't the same.
What logic is this? What logic is this? Where, since they are paid contractors by Bethesda, it doesn't equate paid mods. But once you guys get these mini DLCs, quotation marks with my fingers, you sell them to the community, the public. How is that not paid mods? How? I can understand if you cocksuckers showed some semblance of gratitude to your community and the modders and said, we'll pay the modders and we'll just release the mods for free. No. No. It's a business, Gundam. Capitalism. Yeah. You know what's funny? Whenever anyone who says that, you know, the people who say that shit the most in comment sections make me sick. Because it's like you're fucking poor. Capitalism isn't working for you, bitch. So quit defending it. Sit down and shut the fuck up. Quit being stupid. Suck in the ass of the fucking corporations. They piss in your mouth and tell you it's raining. And you're like, the best rainwater I've ever had, Pete Hines. It's not paid mod because they're a contractor. Yeah, they're a contractor, so whatever they do, you own, and they have no rights or anything after this shit is said and done.
So I guess the differentiation for the audience out there, because when they look at it, they're like, well, I'm still paying for it, but you're like, on the other side, you're like, well, we're actually paying an individual who is contributing creative content. So you're paying a developer, essentially.
Right.
With as much money as they've made on the fucking mobile app alone from microtransactions, you think they'd show some level of goodwill? No. Bethesda would rather make even more money.
Get to take somebody who's known for mods and give them a chance to get to experience being a game developer.
Now, how do you select them?
How noble of you, Bethesda. You've known that these modders existed for years. You obviously know that they're talented. And instead of just hiring these motherfuckers for real, you'd rather just put them on a little leash as an independent contractor, get what you can from them, and make money off of them, and that's it. I mean, you cocksuckers don't care. You didn't hire the dude who came up with Falscar. Bungie did. I remember reading that the first time and thinking, my God, Bethesda is full of douchebags. They should have hired that guy immediately. Nah. If the dude who made Falscar wasn't hired by fucking Bungie, they'd be giving him an email. How would you like to be an independent contractor for us, you dumb shit? You want to make something for us?
I mean, like, how do you reach out to them, or do they come to you?
It's been a bit of both. Like, there's people when we put up the Creation Club, we said, here's how you apply if you want to get in. We certainly reached out to some of the ones that were better known and that we wanted to work with, but it's going to continue to grow and evolve. It's not like the only people who could ever
wanted to work with, i.e. had them do all the work and then we throw it up on our fucking servers. Oh, of course they have curation. You know what else is funny? Do this whole thing. Remember the bullshit they were saying? The Creation Club mods wouldn't interfere with the mods you already have on your fucking Fallout. But every time these cocksuckers update fucking Fallout 4, it fucks with your SKSE. I mean, not SKSE. Fallout is script extender. Forgive me. I was looking up SKSE 64. What the fuck happened to that? 2. They haven't even fixed this shit where this damn crap puts their stupid ass paid mods on my fucking hard drive. They're going to. Win, bitch. Win. 3. How come I can't opt out of updates from Fallout 4 anymore? Why? Because they don't want you to. They want to put this shit on your crap to fuck with you because they're dickheads. But on the plus side, there is a mod on the Nexus that does backups for your Fallout script extender. So now when this stupid shit updates, you can use that to launch your Fallout and still be able to play without having to wait for the script extender to be updated because of Finch fuck here and his goonies putting out more paid mods that nobody really wants. The only people who are really getting anything out of it are fucking PlayStation 4 people, because they finally get some mods that aren't like, they can't have any external assets and shit. So essentially it's like playing with Lego guns all put together from in-game assets and shit, and the in-game assets are garbage anyway. It's got to be a shitty existence on PS4.
Do something, or the ones that have been selected. And by the way, it's also not that like every idea they come up with gets approved. Like there's a whole process. They don't just get to do whatever they want. So look, it's early.
Like the mod author probably comes up and goes, I got this great big idea for a Fallout DLC, like a whole new land and these ideas, and then fucking Bethesda's like, no, we don't want that much work.
It hasn't been a week. I know that people are upset and frustrated, but at the end of the day, like, mods are and will continue to remain free. Modders can continue to do whatever they want through our own stuff, through Nexus.
I know people are upset. Yeah, try pages that are probably miles long now, Pete. Why don't you and Bethesda do something different? Like, I don't know, listen to the community that's telling you they don't like what you're doing. It sucks dick. Stop. Nah, why do that when you can make money off of a few fucking sheeple?
go nuts.
So I guess that's been my gripe with it so far. It's been the quality of things. I feel like, you know what, over here I can get something for free, but over here the armor, the quality's not even as good as what I can get for free. So
okay, but hold on.
Is there a more stringent process
but
that
that's
could be
subjective.
At least Logan had enough balls to point out that the recent armors they've released are not on par with the free ones. Let's see how Pete Hines slithers his way out of this.
More stringent process
But that's subjective, right?
Oh, it's subjective. How the fuck is that subjective? How is that subjective? If one guy next to you has $150 and you only have 20, does that make it subjective? If the guy next door has a better car, he's a fucking McLaren, and you are rocking a goddamn Honda CR-V, and somebody goes, wow, he's got a McLaren, and he paid the same price. Actually, he paid less for his McLaren than you paid for your CR-V. On some alternate universe where this would happen, just run with me here. And then you sit there and go, but it's subjective.
Right? It's subjective. And we're not requiring you to buy Creation Club creations to continue playing the game that you already own.
But you are requiring us to have your bullshit paid mods on our hard drive space so far due to your fantastic curation.
It's no different than if there's a video game out there, if you don't like it because you don't think it's as good as something else that's free to play or some mod that somebody's doing, well then don't buy it. Like, I don't understand.
I don't even see how he turned it into that. I don't see how he turned it into that. Like, his point made no sense. Logan pointed out that the free mods of the Chinese stealth suit and the Hellfire armor were vastly superior than the paid versions. Why is that? The paid version should be premium at some point. If you're fucking paying for it, there should be some next level here. But there isn't. What Logan was pointing out in his pussyfooting way was that what you were getting and you were paying for was less than adequate than the free version. Does this not make you look like a goddamn charlatan, Pete Hines? And instead of him having a good answer, he goes, well, if you don't like it, you don't buy it, blah, blah. That has nothing to do with it. Why is the quality of the free mod better than the paid one? Tell us. Why? Why did you put out something so subpar? Is this just another notch in the belt of Bethesda coasting on fucking name brand alone? And the answer is yes. Because Bethesda is a fucking studio, doesn't have what it takes to make a good game anymore. The Witcher 3 came out and changed the game, and Bethesda's still playing the same fucking tune. It's like when Nirvana came out, dude. When Nirvana came out and they started humming that 4-bar fucking chord, you know, of Teen Spirit, and then fucking hair bands were over. Like, literally. Teen Spirit came out, Nirvana, it was fucking over. Bret Michaels was on the phone with MTV like, why won't you play our shit anymore? And they're like, sorry, the game just changed, bitch. Maybe take off that eyeliner, fruit boy. No. If only the fucking gaming industry worked like that.
Well, the problem is that across all platforms that there's an offering that somebody has the choice to buy, because you also have the choice to not buy it.
Right, I guess the thing is some people may be getting nervous thinking that you're going to stop supporting free mods. And is there any...
What? Oh, I see. I see what Logan's going for there. Some people are saying that Bethesda might do things to block free mods. I don't know how true it is, but, you know, there are a lot of people who, honestly, they have a very big conspiracy theory on this whole thing. And frankly, for me personally, I don't write off anyone's conspiracy theories. Never write off a conspiracy theory. Never. Because truth often is stranger than fucking fiction in the America we live in.
Any murmuring in the...
We have been supporting this for 15 years. It exists because we wanted it to. Like, we put all the effort into the Creation Club. We continue to put tools out to make sure the modders could do that. We could have a long time ago said, no, you can only make it available through these. There was all this same concern, by the way, which you will remember when we said we were doing mods.
I bet even if they did try to stop people from making mods by taking back the Creation Kit, I'm pretty sure you could probably take any version of the Creation Kit you got and then just use it on the current game, because let's face it, a lot of people give Call of Duty shit for having the same engine for God knows how many years. Think about how long Bethesda has been using this same creation engine. Think of that. Think of how aged it is. Think of how shitty Fallout 4 looked in this day and age in terms of graphics and gameplay. Enemy AI. I mean, really, it's showing its age. And nobody ever stops and goes, when the fuck is Bethesda going to take any of the money they've made, which they've made a lot, and just fucking invest in a new engine? Create a new engine. I don't know, fucking Unreal 4, bitch. I hear it's easier to mod shit on Unreal than fucking Creation Engine. Like, come the fuck on, you dicks. You rich fucking dicks. They've been selling us the same fucking game engine for fucking years. And everybody's sitting there. Oh, no, not going there. Let it go, Chaz. Let it go. Have another drink of water, dude. Come on, bro. Take your Ritalin, dude.
On Bethesda. And what was the big outcry? Like, oh, they're trying to shut down Nexus and everything else. Did that actually happen? Are you having trouble finding mods on Nexus? Is there a shortage?
Bethesda Net. I remember when they said they were launching Bethesda Net. I wish I knew which video I made, but I make so many videos, it's hard to even find my own shit. And Bethesda Net was announced, and I said, this will lead to paid mods. And here we are.
The big outcry, like, oh, they're trying to shut down Nexus and everything else. Did that actually happen?
I don't think anybody said they're trying to shut down Nexus. I think collectively the community saw Bethesda.net and said, oh god, they're going to try and do paid mods again.
Are you having trouble finding mods on Nexus? Is there a shortage of those? Like, no. People can continue to do whatever the hell they want, have fun, it's modding, play with...
You know, I'm glad I'm not fucking like one of these corporate douches. Because I wouldn't be able to say shit like this. I'd literally have to sit back and pull a Linus Tech Tips and just smile whenever shit happens.
What you want, create what you want, go nuts.
I'm not sure if you can answer this or not, but have you reached out to any of the guys who make the bigger mods, like the total conversions, like Enderall, and then like Fall Scar, some of those big mods?
I don't know, because that's not me. Like the folks that are running this.
Really, Logan? You gonna tell me you didn't know that fucking Bungie hired the dude from Falscar? Really, Logan? And the answer is no, they didn't reach out to them. Not until they made Bethesda.net and they figured we can get these modders to make shit for us without actually giving them a job. Let's keep our small 100 people studio because we've been making really good games as of late.
And doing this are the studio. They don't come to me and say, hey Pete, just so you know, here's the 8 people we talked to today. Like my conversations with them are more general. I'm not trying to nitpick, are you working with this person, are you not working with that? They have their ideas, they're talking to folks, they're reaching out, they're having conversations, and you know, I'm gonna let them do what they do, which is be developers, and I'll sit here and take the bullets.
Cool, I appreciate the candor and everything.
Sure.
And I wanna know from the audience, guys in the comments, what do you think hearing, this side, hearing everything?
What did he tell us, Logan? Your fucking interviewing skills are worse than a dead journalist. I can't even think of one right now because I'm pretty sure Walter Cronkite is still alive. Nah, he can't be. He's got to be dead by now. A dead Walter Cronkite could have... You know what? Logan pulled a Larry fucking King, dude. He sat there, lobbed softball questions at Pete Hines. Pete Hines told you absolutely nothing he hasn't already said 1,000 fucking times, whether in interviews or on Twitter. We learned nothing. Pete Hines said the same fucking shit like a broken record or a fucking EDM song. This was atrocious. It was an abomination, really. This was nothing. This is the sort of shit I expect from IGN. Why doesn't Logan work for IGN when it comes to interviewing? Because really, he did nothing. He had Pete Hines right there. He could have put his feet to the fire and didn't. He gave Pete Hines' feet a massage.
Of course, go ahead, put your concerns and everything in there, because obviously he's here talking to us, so he is listening. So that's cool.
Really? He's listening? Are you insane? Are you insane? Have you not seen the comments on his Twitter posts where it was seas of people telling him this was shit? He's not listening to a goddamn thing. Look into his eyes. He's staring off into the fucking abyss. He's not listening to shit. He sees your mouth moving, and he's like, when he's done, he'll stop moving his lips. Then I can just say my usual fucking script.
And we'll continue to watch this as well on our end.
Sure. Like I said, again, it's early days, and we want to continue trying to grow and evolve modding, and I don't think you can do that.
How the fuck could Bethesda grow and evolve modding? How? When it's modders fixing their games. How the fuck do you grow modding when it's the fucking community that makes your games worth even playing? That's ridiculous. That's like me going to a fucking dojo, seeing the Sifu and going, I am going to help Sifu grow as a martial artist by sitting here and being absolute garbage.
Just by standing still and saying, well, we're not going to try or do anything else different. And I understand why people are upset. I truly do. But
what the fuck does that mean?
Anything else different. And I understand why people are upset.
No, you don't. You didn't. I understand why people are upset. Oh my God, Pete Hines is on my who to follow list. Are you fucking with me right now, Twitter? You fucking bitch. You dirty whore. Anyway, he doesn't know because he's admitted himself in the beginning of this interview that he played all their games on consoles. That is it. Pete Hines spent no time in the mod community. Pete Hines did not spend any time modding. Pete Hines is part of the corporate machine. He would set your house on fucking fire and tell you your dog did it and that you should pay him to put it the fuck out.
I truly do. But at the end of the day, like we're going to allow the studio to continue to come up with ideas and to try things. Because honestly, like that's...
Are you serious? The studio come up with ideas and try things. Yeah, Fallout 4 is a clear example of them trying things that were good ideas. Like taking the robust fucking dialogue system and then turning it into a Mass Effect ripoff that was shittier than Mass Effect itself. Good work trying things, you fucking dipshits. Oh, Mass Effect's popular. Let's do their dialogue wheel like that because people really like Mass Effect and we want to try and get those people in on our games. Make extra money. What about the people who like our games already? Fuck them. They'll play it anyway because we have mods. The modders will probably be the only reason why they play our games, so we'll make our money. Then later, we'll have people pay us for the mods.
What has made those games great is they've been willing to throw things out and do something different that people like, oh no, they got rid of skills. This game is going to be terrible. Like
Skyrim was okay. That's the best way to put it. Skyrim was okay. Like, Skyrim didn't give me the same feelings that Fallout 3 gave me, or Fallout New Vegas. So, yeah, you did fine and well because it really appealed to a casual market, and that's pretty much what you guys are after now. You're after people who kind of don't give a shit. In the sense that they just want something to play to kill some time until the next new big game comes out, and then they'll play that. You just want that, you're chasing that free money carrot. And if it wasn't for mods, Skyrim would be shit. If it was not for the modding community, Skyrim would have been dead years ago. Nobody would give a fuck about Skyrim. Let's think about this for real though. How many things in Skyrim do you remember that didn't involve mods besides I took an arrow to the knee? And the guy who talks about do you make it out to the trading quarter or some bullshit. That is it. If it wasn't for Randy Savage dragons and shit like that, man, nobody give a fuck about Dick Rim.
Skyrim was just fine. Like, we did okay. That game was really fun. So I want to let the studio continue to try ideas. They won't all be home runs, but you know, we will continue to listen to the fans and do
Why are you lying?
the best we can to make great games.
I mean, you made a really good point about it. You don't have to buy these things. And since I'm here and I have an audience, I mean, I've got like 100 mods I'm running right now with my game. So I'm a gamer before. I'm not even really a journalist. I'm just a gamer who gets on camera and does this. My only suggestion would be high quality, like the big conversions and like really, you know, stuff that I feel like I'm getting something for my money and I won't have any complaints. Sure. You know, that would be my suggestion.
I'm sure the studio will take everything into account as they're figuring out what to do next. But again, you got to remember that what they do, they want to be the same on all platforms, and not all platforms work the same way. And we don't want to do like, oh, we could do this thing, but it's only on one platform. Like, that's not what this is supposed to be about.
So yeah, the PC gamers and stuff who want the Uber.
I wasn't paying attention. I started staring at the girl in the background who was staring at the camera. Like, Pete Hines started talking and I zonked out there. And I'm so just done with him and his Bethesda Land fucking t-shirt. I'm not even going to bother going back again. Fuck whatever the hell he had to say. Odds are it was like corporate bullshit anyway.
Graphics mods will have to rely on the current stuff that's already there.
Do you really need my help getting to play Indiro? Like, it's there. Like, it's fine. Why would we inject ourselves into something that's working totally fine?
I guess when you see...
Why would we inject ourselves into something that's working totally fine and then they still have paid money? Sometimes, I swear to God, I think Pete Hines is fucking trolling.
Something that's developed that well, maybe work on them with another huge project or like maybe invest a little in them or something
Again,
like that. You know?
For all I know, those conversations are happening, but like that's not what my day-to-day is.
All right, last question. totally not about Bethesda. What is your favorite non-Bethesda game of all time?
I don't think I could pick just one.
Pick two then.
The original XCOM, Baldur's Gate, or maybe Icewind Dale, which I know Icewind Dale is probably not as popular a choice as Baldur's Gate, but oh my god, I loved Icewind Dale so much. There's...
He names those games, and yet they release the shit they release.
There's so many. The original Civilization, was the first game I stayed up all night at work playing, and then literally looked over and oh my god, it's 8 o'clock. People are showing up. I'm still here from the night before. So I have the gold box AD&D stuff. I don't even know if you're old enough to play any of those, but
all the SSI games.
Yeah, all the old SSI games, all that stuff. It's for my formative years.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck this. I'm done. Because this... I can't even. Oh my god, an hour? Fuck! Fuckity fuck sticks. This is not what I wanted to do. I'm not even going to ask you to rate and comment subscribe this shit, because I'm pretty sure I've pissed off a lot of people. I'm sure I pissed off Tech Syndicate fans, and I'm sure I pissed off a couple people who didn't want me talking about this shit anymore. But, the fuck can you do? I just can't ignore this shit. It's like a fucking rapist lives in my neighborhood, and he's getting away with it, and I'm the only motherfucker who decided to join the neighborhood watch and scream about it. Well, everybody else is like, why don't you leave Clyde alone? It's only rape if the girls go to the police. Some of the shit Pete Hines said. I can't. You don't have to rate, comment, subscribe this. Fuck this. Priest. Long life and prosperity. Live long and prosper. That's all I can say to you. Thank you for even tuning into this shit if you stayed this damn long.